morning. I'd like to call this meeting to order. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. My name is Carrie Linklater. I'm the chairperson today. To my immediate left is Neil Harden, and my far left is Susan Gifford. Our assessor today is Jason Brown, and our admin secretary is Belen Rojo. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that applicants or the assessor make at this hearing are sworn testimony. Anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparison of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The board is appointed annually by City Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the matters to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. And as information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. Mr. Newman, I believe you're first. Ellen, if you'd like to swear everybody in.
Please state your full name.
Jason Brown.
And you swear the events you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please state your full name.
Mark Newman.
And you swear the events you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Good morning, Mr. Newman.
Good morning.
And good morning, Mr. Brown.
Good morning.
If you would like to read out the information with the ID number.
Okay, so we'll start with 171 Dumoulin Street. This is the St. Boniface Hotel. Business ID is 37338, and the current 2018 business assessment is $163,800. So we're hearing hotels today. Hotel properties are done based on 10% of realty. So we generally will hear the realty value at the Board of Revision. It'll either be a decision or negotiated. At that point, we'll take the revised value and we'll take 10% of that. We add the occupancy costs, and that gives us our 2018 ARV. So the first property was heard on October 11th, 2017. It was reduced to $894,000. We've taken 10% of that, and we've added the occupancy cost of $2.35 a square foot. This gives us our revised 2018 ARV of $111,600. We ask that it be revised to that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Newman, you're accepting this value?
I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next property is 186 Higgins Avenue. This is the Mount Royal Hotel. Business ID is 40857. The current 2018 business assessment is $137,400. This was heard on October 16th, 2017. It was reduced to $872,000. We've taken 10% of that. We've added the occupancy costs. We've reduced the air conditioning down to the main floor level at $4,726,000. This gives us a revised 2018 ARV of $127,080. Thank you.
And Mr. Newman, you're accepting that?
That is acceptable.
Thank you.
Mark.
And now 1975 Portage Avenue, gentlemen.
You have the option to swear in or on the
You can
phone.
swear. Yeah.
Okay. Please state your full name.
Larry Roy Jocelyn?
And you swear the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Do you have any evidence you'd like to share with the panel this morning?
Yep. There's 6 copies or so.
I just need one.
Thank you.
Jason?
Thank you. Okay, so this is the Assiniboine Gordon Inn on the Park, address 1975 Portage Avenue. Business ID is 5017. The 2018 business assessment currently is $299,940. This was not appealed to the Board of Revision in 2018. So we've taken the assessment in the roll at $2,009,000. We've taken 10% of that. We've added the occupancy costs, and we ask that the board maintain the 2018 ARV of $299,940. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you have any questions of the assessor?
No, not at
Just
this
don't-
time.
No? That's fine. Susan?
No questions?
No?
No questions.
Did you have a chance to inspect the property?
I have not. I have driven by it. If this was at the Board of Revision for Realty, we might have gone and seen it. But as it is right now for 2018, that's what's in the roll, so we've taken 10% of that.
Right. Can you tell me the last time it was inspected?
Not off the top of my head. Thank you.
Sir, if you'd like to give us your presentation?
We feel that maybe the assessment has failed to reduce the total assessment by the value of the non-commercial property.
Okay.
There's a lot of green space behind the hotel and behind a building at 1981 Portage Avenue that is undeveloped. So I'm not sure in the past, when you look at, I'll show you the document, kind of titled in the right-hand corner, but on number 4, page 4 there on the top right corner, there's other property, and when you look at number 3, there's no residential. They've just lumped everything in as other property now at $2,009,000, whereas before there was always a differentiation, what we think of non-commercial.
Okay. I don't have my realty information with me. I know that the hotel is done on an income approach. So what we do is we take the income that the hotel generates, we look at the expenses, we generate a net operating income, then we capitalize that. So any land in the back that's not being used wouldn't be captured in the income because there's no income attributed to it. So we're not I don't think we're assessing that separately. So it would all be absorbed into the income approach anyway.
Why in the past has there been always a differential of like residential 1 and other property, and in the last assessment there was no division, like it was all one total?
I'm not aware of that. Hotels are always done on an income approach. That might just be like a tax bill thing, the way it's classified, but we are valuing the hotel as a whole on the income approach, and I don't believe there's any additional land value or anything like
We just feel that in the past, the assessment department has recognized non-commercial property, and it doesn't appear at this time they have.
I do recommend that you appeal your 2019 realty value next year. At that point, we can address the realty value, and at which point, if there's a reduction, we would flow through on the business taxes.
Yeah.
And I can give you my number after if you want to call me, and we can, I can supply you with the numbers that we've used to value the hotel, and we can discuss it at
Sure.
that point.
That'd be great.
Okay, thank you. Susan, did you have any questions of the applicant?
No, I don't, thank you.
Nate?
Well, I have one of the assessor, rising from the testimony. So there was no additional land value applied to,
No, we, generally hotels do need quite a bit of parking. A lot of them do have large lots in the back for parking. I do believe there's some green space in this one, but no additional value.
okay. Okay, I've been in that hotel, but,
Is there, do you guys have any leased premises, like a restaurant or a store that you lease to? No? Okay. Because we would make an adjustment for that. That would be 4 lines down from the top. If there was any leased premises, we would back that out of the calculation, but,
At least nothing else.
okay.
okay. All right, thank you.
I just have one question about about this green space. Where, is it at the back of the hotel? It's off Portage?
Yeah, there's 3 pieces of land.
Mhm.
We call it 1965, if you're familiar, that's the motel.
Right,
There's 1975, which is the hotel, and then there's 1981, which is a parking lot in front, there's a beer store,
right.
and then there's an empty building behind. So behind 1975, there's parking behind 1965, there's parking. Basically, that whole lot is being used. 1975, there's actually, there used to be houses, I guess, behind there, and the company Boardroom Hotels bought some of these houses, and there's a section of grass, basically, at the end, behind 1975. And then behind 1981, there's a lot of space behind there.
Okay.
Actually Habitat, when they were building the homes where the police station was, we actually allowed them to set up a tent, and that's where they fed, because they had Jimmy Carter for the building of the houses and stuff. They set up a tent and they fed their volunteers from that parcel of land.
So do you know if that's on a separate roll number?
No,
It's all one roll number.
I believe so, yeah.
Because if it was on a separate roll number, then it would be valued as vacant land, at which point, but it looks like it is.
It's all been grouped together
Okay.
now for 3 years, I guess, so.
Thanks.
So there's some green space behind 1981,
Right.
there's some green space behind 1975,
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and those would be like a house lot size?
yeah.
Okay.
And the
then-
one behind 1981 is quite a few, I think there used to be greenhouses back there. So,
And you also have, you indicated you had an empty building?
yeah, so the beer store, there's about 10,000 square feet of an empty building that we are trying to lease out right now.
Okay.
When that's leased out, we could make an adjustment for that.
Yeah,
So let us
but
know.
it's
Yeah.
empty, and it's been empty for a number of years, like 25 years probably.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. for
Okay.
your-
Thank you.
Do you want to just take a minute, Jason? and
Yeah, I'll supply him
this
with my
gentleman
phone
your
number.
information?
There's my number. Just give me a call, we can go over the realty. I recommend that you appeal to 2019,
Okay.
and then we can address that. Thank you.
You don't need this?
I don't think so, I got a lot on record.
I can give you the, I can just take this off and
Perfect,
change it.
yeah, that works. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Story has not made an appearance yet, so we're moving on to Marcelo.
Please state your full name.
Marcelo Navarro?
And you swear the evidence you're about to present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
We're going to 13:30.
We're going to 13:30. Mr. Brown, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. So this property is the Holiday Inn Winnipeg South, located at 1330 Pembina Highway, business ID 879. The current 2018 business assessment is $1,114,860. This was heard for realty on November 6th, 2017. It was reduced to $7,400,000. We've taken 10% of that. We've added the occupancy cost of $2.35 a square foot, which gives us our revised 2018 ARV of $1,013,400.
Thank you. And you're accepting this, Mr.
Yes.
Navarro? Thank you. And 3540?
Thank you.
you.
So this is the St. Norbert Hotel, located at 3540 Pembina Highway. Business ID is 36486. The current 2018 business assessment is $320,940.
I'm
So-
sorry, can you repeat the business ID?
Yes, 36486. Is that correct? I might,
Pembina Highway?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it is 50979. I apologize.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, could you repeat that, please? 50?
50979. Or 50979. The current 2018 business assessment is $320,940. This was also heard on November 6, 2017. It was reduced to $2,514,000. We've taken 10% of that, and we've added the occupancy cost of $2.35 a square foot. And that gives us our revised ARV of $284,940.
Thank you. And you're accepting this, Mr. Navarro?
Yes.
Thank you. And we'll just take a break for 2 minutes.
It's Sid's
like to call this hearing back to order. Mr. Brown, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. So the address is 1611 Main Street. This is the Greenbrier Inn, business ID 37304. The current 2018 business assessment is $354,540. This was heard at the realty level on September 25th, 2017. It was reduced to $2,650,000. We've taken 10% of that. We've added the occupancy cost of $2.35, and we recommend that the 2018 ARV be reduced to $312,180.
And you have a verbal.
And yes, Sid, I have had email confirmation from Sid that he is accepting of this deal.
Thank you.
If we could just have a copy of that for the file.
The email? Okay, I can forward it to you when I get
Yeah,
back there.
perfect.
If you want to proceed with the next one.
Thank you. The next property is located at 1670 Portage Avenue. This is the Viscount Gort Motor Hotel. Business ID 4735. The current 2018 business assessment is $1,761,600. This was heard on October 17th, 2017. So there's actually two components to the assessment. The hotel was reduced to $9,080,000. And there are 3 parking lots valued at $2,991,000. We've taken the sum total of that at $12,071,000. We've taken 10% of that. We've added the cost to occupy at $2.35 a square foot, and we recommend that the 2018 ARV be reduced to $1,504,200. And once again, I've had discussions with Sid where he's accepting that by email.
Thank you.
I've got a question on this one, just for my
Yes.
own general interest. Most hotels includes the parking.
Correct.
This one's got, I guess, the lots are on separate roll numbers?
Correct. So they're paying their taxes on those separately, the business tax. But for the business tax, we just lump them together because they don't pay the business tax on the parking lots. Like separately.
Yeah.
It's generally accepted by all the applicants. We had a couple last week with the same idea.
Okay, because I was just wondering, because you don't value the land and the income approach for
Correct.
hotels
It's
and parking,
correct, yeah.
except in this case when they're separate.
But it's needed for the hotel, so.
It's needed for the
Yeah.
hotel, yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Okay, just curiosity more than anything.
Yeah, it gets a little tricky when they're on separate roll numbers sometimes.
Yeah. All right, satisfying
No.
curiosity.
Yes, that's what we're here for. Mr. Brown, if you'd like to proceed with the next one.
Thank you. The final property is at 695 Berry Street. This is the Days Inn and Suites. Business ID 50290. Current 2018 business assessment is $611,400. This was withdrawn at the Board of Revision for the realty hearing. So we're asking to maintain the value at $611,400. Once again, I had email communication with Sid where he was accepting of that.
Thank you. And that will conclude our hearing.
Short and sweet.